Okay, we're going. Check, 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 check. Okay, Katie. You didn't cut off your head. Good, okay. Hey everybody, happy Thursday. You are correct. This is not my house. I am in Palm Springs attending a ClamorCon. It's the first ever year that they have created this event, and it's a great way to meet other YouTubers, so I wanted to film kind of while I'm on the road, because for those of you who follow me online, you know that I've been traveling a lot. But without further ado, this week's question comes from you now. Have you been on you now, hanging out on the live streams? I can promise you one thing. It's a good time. We have a lot of fun. We get to catch up, and as part of the rewards, because we hit so many likes, you get to pick the question this week. So the question is, hey Katie, how do you help a friend in crisis when you yourself are also in crisis? Now I get a lot of questions like this every week about how do I help a friend with mental health issues if I myself am struggling with mental health issues. There can be 20,000 different ways we can ask this question, but the truth of it is that if we ourselves are struggling, how can we help someone else who is struggling? And the truth of it is, the bare bones, like real talk with Katie, is we can't. And I know it sucks, and I know you hate to hear that, but it's like, I've talked about this before, like if we're a pitcher of water, I like to use analogies that are visual, it kind of helps me in general. But so, if for this analogy, imagine that our bodies are pitchers of water. And every time we take care of ourselves, we pour more water into our pitcher. We're feeling good, we're full of water. So if somebody else needs some water, we can pour out some. We can help them a little, we can reach out and talk to them. But if we ourselves are having a real shit time and our pitcher is almost empty, we don't have the ability to pour any out to someone else. Does that make sense? Does that resonate with you? That always resonates with me because I think of water as like a self-care tool. That's what they talk about it in like astrology and stuff like that, how water is like part of what helps us grow, like we're plants, right? I like that analogy so much. Therefore, if we ourselves are feeling terrible, if our mental health is just we're doing poorly, let's say our health itself, our physical health isn't going very well, whatever's happening with us, if we ourselves are in crisis, we legitimately do not have the wherewithal to help someone else. But here's what we can do instead. We can check in on friends who are struggling when we have a free moment, when we feel like reaching out, when we know that talking to someone else who may be in a similar situation or understand our situation can maybe help and be affirming and validating. So we can still reach out to other people. Do not feel that by me telling you you can't help them doesn't mean you can't have a relationship with them, because those are two totally different things. What I'm just warning you against is trying to put out more energy to other people without taking care of yourself first. And that's one of the first rules of being a therapist, I think, is that in order for me to be able to help other people, I first have to help myself. And that's why in grad school, I think they should require that everyone who wants to be a therapist has to be in therapy themselves, because during that time, we can start working through our own ish, figuring out what's happened and processing through anything that maybe has been devastating or hard in our life. By the time we get to treating other patients and other people who are struggling, we are full of water and we feel good. So just be aware. I want you to know that you can be caring and worry about other people, and you can let them know that they're on your mind and that you care. You can send out a simple text like that. But just be aware that if you yourself are in crisis, like the term crisis, I believe it to mean that things feel out of control, we don't really know how to help ourselves right now, and all we can do is just barely survive. At that point, we actually don't have the ability to care for anyone else. Once you're through that crisis and you start to feel better, that's when we can actually check in with friends and be there to support them and be a kind ear if they want to vent. We can offer up some tips and tools that worked for us. We can just check in with them. Those are some things that we can do. But when we're in crisis and when we're actually struggling ourselves, just promise me that you'll make sure to take care of yourself first. And if we don't put energy back into ourselves, it can cause a lot of things to happen. Number one, it can cause us to burn out. It can be hard on our relationships, it can be hard on the relationship we have with ourselves. And secondly, it can cause our mental and physical health to deteriorate more rapidly. So assess, breathe, prioritize your own health first. Then we can go and we can offer up a safety raft to someone else. Another great analogy is when we're flying in planes, because I've been flying in a lot of planes when they're like, put your own mask on first before you help someone else. So just keep that in mind. Know that you can still be a supportive friend. You might even want to be honest and be like, I'm in crisis myself, so I'll reach out when I'm feeling better, but know that you're on my mind and I care about you. That's enough. Just make sure you take care of yourself first, because you are so important, and your mental and physical health is just as important, and we have to help ourselves first before we try to help others. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Click here to subscribe if you're new, and if you want to check out something else I've done, you can click over here, and I will see you next time. Bye!